Alrighty, so... Well, just a moment, and there we are. It seems we are live. So, in the last episode, or last time, we actually arrived in Silvar after being dumped into the pit of Avernum. And our group had an encounter with Legren, a bandit who tried to extort the new arrivals. Okay, game lagged for a moment. Seems to be fine now. And we've dealt with a Nephilim who was creating worms in the sewers, or in the supposed to be sewers, or sewers to be of Silvar, who reminded us that nobody would be scared of a bed of worms. Which I still maintain is a good point. Now let's check the job board again and then delve right back into the game. Job board is still empty. We do have a few of them though. So we're supposed to go to see Formello's mayor, who might have use for our talents and might even give us a crown token to allow us to see the king of Avernum, who lives in a giant castle. And by giant I mean giant. We're also supposed to find some shovels and picks, which I think we have. As well as kill some bat swarms and get a bunch of scrolls from a bandit keep north of Fort Devno. We're going to probably do that. The bats can't be too difficult, mind you. So first off we're going to heal, which we'll achieve by simply going back into Silvar. And then we'll put back on our Cloak of Curses. Now, we want all the money we can grab. That's a given, I suppose. I have no idea what those kobolds wanted that we've encountered here. Also this, if you see this little point here, this brownish spot is a hidden goodie, which you need cave lore to discover, which we don't have yet. Oh, well, we do have cave lore, but we're not good at it. Okay, now where is that bat swarm? There is a... is that Fort Devno? No. You're Fort Devno. We're here. Okay, you are ascending a huge, craggy spire of rock, dominating this end of this huge cavern. An old road made of thick cobblestones leads up its side. At the top of the hill you see a crumbling fortress. It has a commanding view of the enormous cavern to the west. The fort is in ruins, though you can see smoke from fires inside. It drifts up into the still air and leaves a foul grey haze around the keep. Is that where we're supposed to go for? Yes, okay, we're supposed to go in here. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I'm gonna save the game before we do that. I'm not gonna call that live stream 2. I know, very creative. And then we're going to go in here. Okay, it doesn't seem to be that occupied. You enter this abandoned fortress. This was a small outpost, placed here to keep watch over the vast expanses of cavern to the west. Now it is in ruins, abandoned by the Avernites. When you look around, it is clear that someone has since moved in. There are people living here, though you doubt that they are the legitimate owners. The buildings to the west have been roughly patched up, and you can hear loud, raucous singing coming from inside. Whoever lives here is drunk, rowdy, and, considering the number of bandits roaming this area, probably hostile. Now, some people may not enjoy this too much, as in some people may not like this way of storytelling, but I greatly do. Like, I think if you can present your story in writing, that's perfectly valid. Now, ideally, we would like to get some more picks and shovels, which presumably could be found here. Okay, this door can't be picked yet. Nothing here that's worth grabbing. You hear a shout of alarm, coming from somewhere near the keep's main entrance. You fervently hope that the bloodthirsty yells are coming from Avernite soldiers who have finally roused themselves and come to drive out the brigands. Yes, it would be nice if life worked that way. So, apparently we have been spotted. And, oh boy. Okay, I suppose we want to start attacking you. Well, I would have also been happy with a normal attack, but that works fine. The reason I didn't go for the spell here, I didn't want to move there, thank you though. I was hoping they could lose their turn. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. This guy lost everything. And why is that Acolyte so tanky? Okay, that's a priest spell. Let's patch up our warrior. And then keep hitting the Acolyte. What could possibly go wrong? There we go, we keep cursing him. That's fine. War and weakness and all the fun curses. Okay, he healed himself and there are more thugs around. That kinda sucks. Okay, we want to keep hitting the Acolyte here. If you could do more damage, that would be greatly appreciated. It would have been. Alrighty, you have to actually fight. And I think it's time to get some reinforcements. Luckily those guys were too far away for the shield enchant, so they did not in fact get any benefit from it. However, this guy is now somewhat protected. I think we want you to heal yourself. Okay, and you probably... Yeah, could you daze those guys? That'd be great. So they lost a few turns. Well, one turn, but it's a lost turn nonetheless, and that's good for us. Something tells me I might have wanted to pick backstabbing. Oh well. We do also want to kind of preserve our spell points. To a degree. Like, we don't have to be extremely frugal with them, but it does help to keep some of them for later. Oh, come on now. You kill this guy, and I would like you to actually kill the Acolyte. Oh shit. Okay, it looks like we're going to use our... Yes, it looks like we're going to use our scroll. Actually, we don't have to. Now, the downside is Mycroft will not gain any experience from this. Like, at least not while he's dead. So, he's going to be slightly behind in XP. But I think that's a risk or something we have to live with. Return life scrolls are very valuable, very scarce as well. So I really don't want to use it that easily. Let's see if we have anything here that's worth picking. Yes, we'll take that curing potion. Okay, and there's a thing here to pick through. Now we also can't meddle with Aldous' equipment. But right now I'm just trying to loot this place. Like this one particular bit of it. Give everybody some pants, because why the hell not? Oh crud, there are more of them. Well, that worked out. And then I would ideally want to get back to, let's spoon, not a shovel. Ideally, I would like to get back to Silvar before we get caught by too many more thugs. Okay, if things go really bad, we might have to resort to our scroll. But this guy's terrified now. Are those daggers worth anything? They're worth 20. We'll take them. Because it's better to have 20 than to not have 20. Okay, let's go back and heal up. The world is persistent in such a way that things you've met once will be dealt with. Although some places and some dungeons will keep creating new enemies. So they will create like groups of bandits that roam the area, which you will then have to kill, or not if you don't want to. Cloak back. In this case it didn't matter too much if we had it back in Foot Dovno or if we only would activate it here. Okay, there's a rat. You notice out of the corner of your eye that a brick is protruding from the wall in the northwest corner of the room. Very suspicious. Almost makes you want to push it and see what happens. Those here, which might not show up too well in the recording, are secret switches. They're not in fact secret as in you don't know them unless you know they're there. They're just kind of hard to see in all the mess, and I mean, why the hell would you not do that? I think that's a valid approach to hide something. And it kind of makes you want to pay attention. Now sometimes you kind of get a clue about there most likely being a secret switch somewhere. Okay, I have to do that. Because like the game or the quest tells you that there must be a secret entrance, or there are like footprints all over the shop. And okay, we want candles. I want you to have that and you to have that. Ooh, a barrel. We have lots of things to take. I'm not sure if we'll need a trowel, so we'll just take that one and be done with it. Did we loot that? We might have. There's a sign here. The sign says barracks. Well, then let's go in there. A young mage steps out of his chambers to confront you, muttering the beginnings of a spell of protection. One brief look tells you that he's but an inexperienced apprentice. Among these humble brigands, however, his humble powers have earned him a position of leadership. As he examines you, his lip curls up in an arrogant sneer. Another day, another group of Avernum adventurers. Another set of treasures for our stores. I am Arcanist Peregrine, and you have earned out your doom. Arcanist? You're no wizard, kid. Peregrine is smart enough to work magic, but too dumb to see his own limitations, which are considerable. You dare question my skills? For that, you will die in fire. Do I go with the alliteration or with the attempted peaceful approach, which is most likely going to backfire? He doesn't seem to be up for talking, so I will rid Avernum of your pernicious presence. Peregrine raises his hands and a ball of flame appears between them. Do your worst. Alrighty. Arcanist Peregrine. We kind of want to make our way there. And even though the wizard is not around, we want a shield chant. I want you to go there. And we'll also want to call a beast, although that would be lovely as well. Yes, I think we'll do that for now, because this dazing spell would hit all the enemies, including Peregrine, who didn't seem to be affected by it too much. That's a shame. Okay, we can't move away from there. I'm not sure if I want to stand in a close formation like this. because as you've seen, many of these spells do hit a an area. Okay, we got a bat, and he missed his spell. Okay, do we want to... I want you to focus on Peregrine. Gotta keep him cornered. Do I have any other buffs I want to use? No. I guess help out with the thugs then. And you... yeah, hit that as well. This guy's a named character, so we'll probably want to kill him. They're still dazed, which worked out marvelously for us. Can you, like, hit him really hard? 51, and he still has most of his health bar. That is not encouraging. Let's take out the thugs quickly. They seem to be fragile enough, so that's a good thing. And he hasted them. Haste basically gives you more action points. Well, actually, I think it gives you a chance to act more than once, like the second time. You don't get a third action. Okay, there's that. You keep hitting Peregrine. You could try to kill that thug. Oh, you finish it off then. Okay, now getting haste is quite important. It lasts a very short time. So that's like the downside of it, and it costs a lot of spell energy. Okay, we probably want to take out that giant rat. I'm not sure if he will be unable to summon any other creatures if we kind of block every position. But if he keeps just resummoning it, that would be... it would have been great. Okay, you hit that, and we probably want to heal that. And again, I'm trying to save on spell points. Okay, you could hopefully tank another hit of that. So we'll refrain from healing for now. Yeah, we'll probably need to heal now. Now what I could also do is use one of those healing potions we got. I kinda want to preserve them though. Because there may come a time when those are absolutely crucial. Okay, we'll play this safe-ish. Come on. There we go. Now everybody but Aldous has now leveled up. Aldous is close to leveling up. He's missing those few brigands. But we'll get him there. Okay, we have a pillow, we have a towel. If there's one thing I know about adventuring is that for the hoppy fruit who really has to know where his towel is, we have to know. We absolutely have to know. So this goes there, and we'll put this in the junk bag. Alrighty. And yeah, leveling up gives you your spell points back, but it does not heal your health completely. However, it can save your ass because it means you get a free spell point refill, and that can, of course, mean you can sling spells happily around again. However, since leveling up is somewhat rare mid-battle, it's nothing you should... It's, in my opinion, it's nothing you can actually aim for and play with in that way. Okay. Now, we want you... I think I want you to be sturdier for now. And I want you to be able to cast more priest spells, and I really want you to have this for now. We'll try to kind of split up the... You definitely need more health. We'll try to split up the tool usage and stuff like that, so we don't have it all on one character. You, however... will take some more strength, because you're mostly a melee character. We'll get you to this, and you two will pick some tool use. Lovely. You get that. We'll take this, and all of this is worth nothing. Is there anything on the floor? There's a gold necklace here. We'll sell you. And then apprentice belt, which is another magical item. So, good to have. We also have an electrum bauble, which we'll put on one of the warriors. And a cavewood bow, which is better than the crude bow we have, so we'll use that and put it on you as well. You can sell that one. Do we want the bucket of water? Now, since this is not Minecraft, I'm going to hold off on picking up the bucket of water. We'll take the gold and the bread. Who has the bread? You're the bread character. And a studded belt. That's better than no studded belt, so actually... yeah, you go with that. Forgot we had a belt here. Yeah, get the better belt, and you have a belt, and you have no belt yet. So yeah, we're passing on equipment. There's also some stuff on the table. Another dagger. Take that, and I think we can put them all into the junk bag. Except this. We're going to use the crude short sword, because why the hell not? I think you... yeah, you get the spear. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. And we'll put all this into the junk bag. We're not going to use javelins. No, there are some items that you definitely want to use, or that you definitely want to keep. Also some thrown items. I believe in stores there's a sell junk bag, or sell all junk, so we'll have that. And yeah, we're going to use that at some point. Is there anything else here that we want to grab? No. Yikes, we didn't roll well on the initiative. And something I should have probably done here... I'm glad I didn't join in the fight earlier, by the way. Something I should have done is actually heal up before. Now, this would have been a prime point to... okay, fine. In that case, just... cast days, I guess. Okay, that worked out reasonably well. I didn't want to move there. Heal up. I think if yeah, you can actually move that way. So you can kind of push a character aside. Ouch, now we're ensnared. Which is not too bad of a status to have. Being unable to hit, though, that's kind of annoying. Can you hit this guy? Yes, he even did a crit. Lovely. Now you do this switcheroo, and you hit this. There we go. Ooh, very nice. We poisoned him. And yeah, that shows how well those bandits work together. There must have been quite a commotion over here, with all the screaming from that apprentice. And nobody bothered to check the next room. Oh, I'm kind of shocked there were no... Ooh, that's going to be close. We will be able to heal those, so it's not too much of a deal. You heal that. Oh, really? Oh, he's terrified. Well, that's adequate. There we go, another one down. No, we don't want to attack that. I also noticed there was a chest here. Ooh, nice. We'll take that. Take the coins and the leather pants, which are better than the regular pants, so we'll take that and wear those. You're still around without, or running around without pants, which is weird. The healing herb goes here. And those pants will go into our ever-expanding junk bag. I also believe the junk bag won't encumber you, whereas any equipment you wear actually does encumber you. Like, we are actually encumbered, so this guy will need some strength, unless... Is that? No. That doesn't seem to count towards the carry weight. But we're wearing some very heavy stuff, so this character is in fact encumbered, but he's also very close to his level up. So we'll just give him a point of strength, and that'll be it. Also, let's try to memorize that here. 4, 4, 2, and 3. Okay. Fish and mushrooms. Let's actually eat something. And you have some meat, I guess. There we go, that'll do. Might as well use it while we have it. Okay, major scrolls. Do I need to do something with those? Ah, there. Okay, there are several parchment scrolls on these shelves. You examine them briefly, they're covered with strange writing, which we'll try to decipher. You can improve your knowledge of Carl Beast here. Okay, now most dungeons actually have that. How much arcane lore do we have? Keep clicking the wrong button here. I wish it would show you the group skill somewhere. So we have about 2 arcane lore. That's really not a lot. That was kind of stupid. Yikes. Yeah, we only have 7 AP now. But I don't think it's too bad. I actually want to skip our turn. There we go. Now we could get the bronze shield, which would be better and also heavier. However, we want that. And this can probably go into the junk bag. As you know, they have to scroll down. And this is worth 40, which might mean there is a buyer for it. Do we want a whip? I don't think we need a whip for anything. Does everybody have boots? No, you don't have boots. I said 4423, yes. Good. Okay. Did you... No, you did not happen to try and go for any interior decoration. That's a bit annoying. I would have really liked that. There we go. Another one down. And again, we get that. That was not quite what I wanted to achieve here. Could you come back? Thank you. There we go. Yes, he did gain a point of dexterity, so you do gain some stats as you level up, which is great. Now, this is something we're not going to use, and I think you can see why you have such a wonderful class system, or why we are pretty free in terms of class systems here. Now, I would like to unlearn those two because we don't need that. I do very much prefer to have a shield, to be fair. Although spears and polearms do quite a good amount of damage in most cases. And since we now know what we're going to use, we can level up accordingly. So we can completely forego thrown missiles, and we'll go with sharpshooting, like so. Okay, we have some limbs here. We probably don't want those. Oh, we can now pick those doors. No. God damn it. Okay, so we'll probably need to revisit this place at some point. There's a heavy door here blocked by timbers and large piles of rubble. The brigands have been trying to dig their way through the mess, but they haven't had any luck. But they tried to dig, so there might be, there are stone blocks and a clay brick. Which means I'll still have to keep looking for my bit of stuff. Also, I forgot to push this stupid thing. There we go. They usually open up something. What the hell are you? Oh, we want the towel. That's my towel. And we've got a shielding potion. Now, those are very handy. Especially for warriors, they give you a spine shield, so... This barrel of garbage looked from a distance like it might have something useful in it. Closer inspection, however, reveals it to be merely a barrel of garbage. That's a shame. Okay, we have some coins, and we'll take that. Okay, this door cannot be picked, which is a shame. We don't need to pick the door, though, or the lock. Okay. So, I've seen some ladders up. Let's go there. Oh, we forgot to pick up those weapons. There's even some meat and a roll. It looked like a cookie for a moment, so I was happy about that, but no cookies for us. Okay, you take this. And then we'll open the junk bag and put this into the... Would you stop that? That's the double-clicking mouse. I'll have to replace that eventually. I also have to save. Now, the game will auto-save a fair bit, which I think is lovely. Okay, there's a goblin here, and we're too close for ranged combat. You're not. I was quite sure she could make that automatically. Alright, is there anything here that we want to grab? And I totally forgot I wanted to go with more strength. Did I? No, I gave him strength. He should now not be encumbered anymore. Okay, yeah, you can only check the inventory of your active character. That's a lot of goblins. Why are you still encumbered? Oh, because we switched that shield. That may have been a dumb move. Oh well. Nothing can be done about it now. Also, I think Goblin Flingers are a good way to replenish your ammo for any thrown weapons you might use. And I believe in my other game I actually had one character who was like a specialized polearm fighter. Okay, there we go. Now something we still haven't yet. Oh, you open up the box. I was about to say that, and find a jumble of torn-up scrolls. Some are papyrus, some are fine vellum brought from the surface. All of them have been torn up and misused and disgustingly stained by the goblins. Remembering what you've learned on the job board in Silver, you dig deep into the mess. At the bottom, you find several scrolls that have somehow resisted goblin vandalism. The scrolls are covered with strange runes and diagrams. We wipe them off, roll them up, and store them away. I was about to say we haven't found the necessary stuff yet, or the quest stuff yet, but there we go. We have it now. Ooh, there's a mage. That's a fine robe. It's slightly worse than what we have, but it's valuable, so we'll put it in the junk bag. Now, who wanted to have that? Okay, Walnera for Dovno. Is there another trapdoor? No. Okay, now, for the next level ups, we'll... Okay, nothing here. For the next level ups, we do likely need some both lockpicking and... What else do we need? And some arcane lore. Because I think you can gain 2 spell upgrades from trainers in town for a crapload of money, and one more, the third and final update, or upgrade rather, is found in those tomes that we found in the dungeon. So yeah. Okay, we don't need to go to jail. We want to see Walner. He should be somewhere here. There's Carol here. Hey, Carol. You see a tall, attractive woman with short, dark hair. She studies you carefully as you approach, clinically searching your bodies for any sort of damage. Welcome, warrior. I'm Carol of the Hamer clan. A healer by trade, my skills are in much demand in this fort. What service do you provide for Dovno? I heal the soldiers of this rather struggling outpost as best as I can. It is a difficult but necessary job. Struggling, what do you mean? Between the bandit raids and the Nephilim, there is no end to the wounds I must tend to. We're always looking for help against them. You could find out more from Captain Johnson. Well, where is he? He's in the central barracks. He's a harsh and cold man, but a skilled commander. He scares us all, but he keeps us alive. If you want to help us out in our struggle, he's the man to talk to. That is all for now. We may need to talk to him again at some point. We have Cayus here. Alice, we've talked to all of these people before. Talk to Jake. Ah yes, it's the chess playing guy. Walner the Sage, there we go. There's Walner. You give the moldy scrolls to Walner. He inspects them, mostly ruined of course, but I expected no more. Still, I might get some use out of them. He gives you a pair of magical scrolls in exchange. Lovely, so we now got Speed Burst and Group Heal. Both very much cleric spells, kind of buffs. I think the Speed Burst is more suitable for a... actually, do you have... oh, you make potions, yeah. We don't want any potions right now. We have enough potions for now. I would like to... okay, I would like to actually sell some missiles. We're not going to buy a cavewood bow, as much as I would like to. Okay, I just overclicked another. Okay. Yeah, fine. There is nobody who wants to sell us, or who wants to buy our stuff. That's quite a shame. Okay, that door is too difficult for us, and that door is too difficult as well. Kind of annoying, but what can you do? So, okay, we have another quest. Okay, I kind of want to go to Silver now and see if the job board has in fact been updated again. Now this group of red people there was most likely a patrol, because you can actually have hostiles and they will go after you. So if they're aggressive, they will go after you. I want to check the job board. Nothing new yet. That's a shame. I'm fairly certain it updates. Oh well. We'll go north again. Okay, you encounter a stray lost group of cave cows. They must have wandered away from a nearby farm. You try to round them up in the hopes of gaining a reward, but they're surprisingly nimble and stubborn. Eventually they escape. Yeah, we can't handle that. Now the food we picked up, there's another passage thing. That's a swarm of hounds. Not sure I want to take those on. We may do so for grinding purposes. Are these the brigands? A group of Avernum troops operating out of Fort Davno approaches you. When they see that you aren't bandits, they warn you to be careful. There are bandits and crazed Nephilim in this area, the captain says, then they depart. There's also a lizard person here. Slith Zerikai, as they're called. And there's a hut. And we're being attacked by cave wolves. Wouldn't want to do that, really. If you don't mind, give me the Cloak of Curses. Didn't make too much of a difference, but of course we could have done well with not having to waste a turn here. And there are battles where you actually want to even cast the temporary spells, like the shield chant, just before you, say, open a door. Okay, there is no loot here, so we can just end this. You encounter a lone creature, lost and desperate. It's a reptilian humanoid, the size of an adult human, wielding a large two-tined spear. This must be one of the infamous and dangerous Slith Zerikai. When it sees you, it doesn't bother to speak. Instead, it emits a vicious hiss and charges you. It is quick and sturdy. And oh boy, I do want to have my my protection. And most likely also get some magical help. now we summoned a Nephil, which is not the worst thing to get, but it's far from the strongest creature. I mean, you've seen how quick we managed to take out most Nephils, or Nephilim, so yeah, it's not too much of a deal. Hooray! Here's a fine cloak, which we now have. And I think we can... yeah, we can change equipment, but we can't... would you stop that? But we can even eat, but we can't cast spells in this mode. I'll show you. There, I can't cast spells when wandering the outdoors. Which is kind of a stupid rule, because... oh yeah, I can't even use items. Well, fine then. Oh, you encounter a band of roving brigands. They seem to have decided you're an easy target. The leader hails you. Hold on a moment there. These are our caves. If you want to pass, you must give us 50 gold. If you do not, rest assured that we will act in an immediate and violent way. Well, we were told to kill them anyway, so guess that's our chance. And that should actually tip them off that we're not as easy to deal with as we may seem. Do I want to... I don't think we need to summon a creature here. Ooh, they have a lizard with... they have 2 lizards with them. I totally didn't notice those. Okay, yeah, that's done. I think we'll want to switch to melee for you, at least. Heal up a bit just to be on the safe side, and I think it's actually okay to daze here. And I'm so glad there is no friendly fire for most spells here. I believe some actually do have friendly fire. And we'll use the ranged fighters here to do that. Okay. Now you can't do any of that in real time, and in battle picking up stuff is actually you have defeated the bandits. You don't find any loot on them. You must have been their first intended victims of the day. Fort Governor will be very grateful for your help. They will indeed. What I was going to say is anything you pick up in battle, or any inventory changes you do in battle about your equipment, will reflect, or will actually cost you time points, or action points. Let's turn in that quest. Yeah, there's the tip. Each level has 3 levels of power. Now, I found the bandits you told me about. They won't be troubling you anymore. Ah, yes, I have already heard of your glorious triumph over that band of murderers. He presents you with an iron shield he kept behind his counter. This is not magical. Alas, magic is rare down here. However, it can deflect many a blow. Lovely, thank you. So we now have an even heavier shield. But it's totally worth it in my opinion. I would say he calls it farming supplies for tax reasons, but I'm not sure on that. Okay, where are those bats we're supposed to kill? Over there in the northern wall. So we'll follow that road here. There are a few more things we can... There's another hidden loot. We don't have the cave lore to discover it. Great. This over here, you find the remains of a campfire. A group of people, probably human, camped here recently. Look into the east, you can see that the cave wall is heavily cracked. Perhaps someone could, with care, slip through one of those cracks. It might merit closer investigation. There is a lot of supplies stored around here, heaped on the cold and abandoned campsite. There's some water and goods for barter, and some nice javelins as well. We'll take that. We've got some iron javelins, which aren't too bad in terms of damage, but we don't use javelins. We'll hold on to them, just in case, because they're decent enough items. The already moist and sulphurous towns of Avernum grow even more humid in this direction. You think you're approaching some sort of fumarole or other volcanically active location. As you walk east, you see many large bats flying near the ceiling of the eastern gallery, as if they are following you, or hunting you. Okay, so we found the bat cave. I don't think it's the bat cave, but it's a bat cave. Let's get our bows out and get in. Okay. You're at the mouth of a high-ceilinged cavern, filled with the reek of guano and the loud squeaking of a multitude of bats. The goblin body at the entrance provides a fair warning. The bats here aren't the warm, cute, cuddly bats you are used to. Are we used to warm, cute, and cuddly bats? Did I miss anything about bats? Okay, take everything there. And there goes the fight. Now, since we're quite far away, I do want to use our skills, and I totally forgot to buff up. Now, we want to get the Cloak of Curses. I don't think your summons will get the buff as well, so there's not too much of a point in summoning them before you buff. You're actually ready to kill something, and you want to summon a beast. Okay, we almost got him. Let's kill that, and hit that. Nice, we got a zombie. Sadly, we did not seem to get the... there we go. Switch back to the bow and hit that bat. Ooh, there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them there. Let's wait and wait. Yeah, let them come to us. I would have liked the sniping to trigger, or the sharpshooting, but you can't win them all. And this is kind of a very beneficial configuration for us, because we now have the zombie, which will take all the melee attacks, and he will also slow the enemy down a fair bit, while we stand in a safe-ish distance and just throw arrows at it. And now we got 8 health and 2 energy from that, because we have killed a fair amount of enemies. Okay, that's done. Ooh, there's a helmet here. Okay, let's pick it up later. That was not exactly useful. Okay, you have to go face to face, as it were. Oh wow. That's way too many bats for my taste. Just go back a bit. I don't think your chance to hit or anything is really affected by your amount of action points. So whether you reach the enemy with 1 action point left or with full action points left, I think it's essentially the same damage you're doing. Okay, more javelins. And a bronze helmet. We're slowly getting places equipment-wise. We're not wearing all junk anymore. Look at that. There is another one of those secret switches. Let's go melee. Screw it. Okay, it didn't want to attack us there. I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, there's a way down, which we will eventually take. Ooh, look at that, hidden room. With a spell wall scroll. Gives you group resistance to magical attacks. Lovely. And I think since this is a ward, it actually lasts forever. You can have one, I think you can have one ward and one, take this and take that. One ward and one cloak. Ooh, those are braces. Do I want those? Yes, we do. You will wear braces and you will wear the gloves then. Lovely. Now, bats are neither the most heroic enemies to defeat nor the most difficult. Yikes. That rat did a whole lot of damage. In fact, it did so much that I probably want to have the protection spell active. And I'm also, yes, I'm going to sacrifice some... Okay, those are just giant rats. Giant rats don't seem to be that bad. We probably shouldn't have given... No, we didn't give her something that makes her miss attacks. I kinda want to kill this. Okay. Oh, there's a rat. Let's go melee things. Priest heal 1. Okay, I think we can hold ourselves quite nicely against those giant rats. Fine, attack this then, I don't care. And this. So I find this quite simple to handle for the most part. Ooh, crystals, lovely. And some coins. Ooh, that's another batch of very dangerous looking rats. We'll probably want to heal up. That was totally worth the healing. We got a crap load of health out of that. Get me a beast. Well, quite apt for a bat cave, we got a bat. There we go. Would you please die? How do you miss a giant rat like this? Not good. Now, using items actually doesn't consume your entire action, so if you're standing right next to them, you could actually use a potion and then attack. However, I do prefer to heal up with a spell, because the potion is gone if you use it, whereas the spell energy can even be returned after that. If you kill enough enemies, or if you have a decent enough first aid skill, you will recover it after battle, and I think that makes it more useful. Plus, you can always use the potion if you do run out of spell points. Leather greaves. Now we will take a massive hit to our chance to hit. Okay, that's +3. So we'll hand those down. Just stop that. No, don't do that. Just like this. Okay, and we'll take those crystals because they're worth quite a good amount. Anything else here? No. Just some very nice crystals. Okay, the bat is now kind of in the way. I think we could have tried to attack it somehow, but it would disappear after a while anyway. Also, let's go with the bow. How close are we to leveling up? Reasonably, so we're getting there. Ow! Okay, please heal up the warrior again. And you just skip your turn. Nice, we got the snipe there. And we have to do the switcheroo here. Come on. Not the most thrilling way to fight. But things are going to get more difficult very soon. Can you reach this? No. Can you reach that? Yes. Can you hit it? Of course not. I actually wanted to hit that. There you go. Okay, that's one down. There we go. There's a lot of money here. I'm not sure why they dragged it here. Ooh, an escaped experiment. We'll take on the weaker one first. Yikes. Okay, poison. Poison is bad. Priest, we want to cure that. And since this feels like a boss fight, which I was totally not expecting here... Oh, there's more. Okay, let's play this safe-ish. Oh, we gave that to the other character. Great. Let's actually use that. And we still have one action point left, so we can attack the rat. You have that spell. Okay, we could use that Steal the Ward scroll. For you, I want the shielding potion. Well, crap. I was hoping we'd get our turn first. In this case, I think I have to sacrifice my my scroll, because we don't want to be one character down. Don't do that. I didn't want to do that. Return life. There we go. And we can still cast a spell, which means we'll fix you up. We have a spider, and we have this. Now I think I want to hit that with everything we got. Okay, now this is not as dangerous, because this character has the spines, which means they will recover. We do need to heal them, though. Ooh, they're now regenerate. Oh, they're still regenerating from the potion. I thought there was another effect. I know there is a possibility. I think if you level up the healing spells, there is a chance that they will trigger a regeneration effect. Let's focus the Vapor Rat. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, P, B, and 1. Okay, we want to hit this. I said we want to hit this. Oh, that's not good, that's not good. Heal 1. And I think we'll just sling some spells here. Let's use one of those and hit you. There we go. And I want you to hit that. Now we can't use another ability until we shed all this fatigue, but we can still cast spells. There we go. That worked out reasonably well. Now what is kind of weird is that apparently people require different amounts of experience to level up. I mean, the 3 characters here should have the same amount of XP. Oh, shit. We'll actually use Smite here for once. Yeah, I think the escaped experiment might have been a bad move to attack. A2. Okay, Mage, A and B, because I don't want to hit my own spider. There we go. Sadly, all this missed out again on the experience. Ooh, a Girdle of Strength. We probably want that. Okay, and this means it can go into the junk bag. Let's do the level ups first. Actually, no, let's cure that. Okay, and now let's do the level ups. Now I want you to have more endurance. We want to have some tool usage, and I wish there was a way to show the sum of skills in that. I also want to get you some first aid. And we'll take that, so that should get us to the amount we need. Now you two need to gain some strength, some of this, and some of that. And I want you to be able to be, good at learning. And the same here. We want to get some strength, some arcane lore. So now we have 4 arcane lore among the party. And I think quick learning is always a good move. Okay, let's play it safe and return to the city quickly. Before we do anything else that gets us killed. Because naturally, if all your party members die, it's game over. Have a quick drink. Oh wow, we do recover quite fast outside of battle. Didn't know that. I literally didn't know. I usually try to heal up inside of caves. Yeah, before I leave to the overworld map again. Which is still probably the worst term to call that. Okay. And back in we go. And I think it's apparent now that I could totally make all of those guys mages. It would, however, have some disadvantages. The first one being that I would have to... there's another giant rat. The first one would be that I would have to actually pay through the nose for those spells they could learn. Ooh, there's a body here. An iron spear, lovely. Yeah, you can use that. You can see the spear does tremendous amounts of damage. I'll actually give you both spears, why the hell not? Stop that. A wand of... well, Curse of Carunos. I'm not sure what that does, but we'll take it. Don't want those sandals, but we do want that. Into the junk bag it goes. And this, that, and this too. Although, actually, did I get them? No, so we can train those guys in pole weapons, and we'll be just fine. Now, I think I could have done something about this at the beginning of the game when I was picking a class. I could have tried to get something that's perfectly suited to my needs. Ooh, this is going to be some lovely amount of cash. And I'm trying to save up for things like... did we discover everything here? I think we did. I'm trying to save up for things like the inevitable spell learning, which is going to burn through like several thousand gold in one go. Although you can save a fair bit if you find a teacher who is not as ridiculously expensive. Okay, who wanted to... dealt with the bat swarms, and Gary in silver has the reward for that. We want to pick that up. Ooh, on the way there, we want to probably stop in here. We want to cast our Cloak of Curses, because I believe we now have the amount of lockpicking we need for this door. And yes, that gave us some experience. Not sure what else it will give us. There's a scroll. I want that. Apparently they've had a skeleton infestation here. And cave worms as well. This is getting better by the minute. Can you hit that? No, you can't. It might make sense for you to actually move back one tile, as that would reduce the amount of enemies we have to face in one go. I think they can't pass each other. Okay, there's way too much here. If you go here, can you hit that skeleton? Yes, you can. Great, you hit that. And if you go there, can you? Yes, you can hit that as well. Lovely. There's another one. That's fine though. And if you look carefully, you see red tiles there, which means we most likely have another skeleton waiting for us there. Okay, skip your turn, and you move there. Okay, that'll do. We could have gone through that wall. Wait, I didn't want to do that. But now we can loot here. Not that there's too much left to loot, but there is something. Okay, that's empty. Now let's get this... Okay, we can't go that far. Let's get this scroll leveled up, or is this spell leveled up? Which was over here. There. Okay, we'll try to decipher it. With work you gain more proficiency with this spell. So if we go to mage spells now, yeah, the pet now gets War Chant for 7 turns, so it does more damage, I think. And we can now improve this spell once more with a tutor, and it will essentially just make it better. Okay, let's go back to Silvar now. I don't have any cave lore yet. Yeah, I think with very high cave lore you might be able to get that. That's the goblin place. Okay, I think Gary was the innkeep here. Was it Gary? Yes. You tell Gary a heart-stopping tale of vicious battles against bats. He nods approvingly and presents you with a pouch of coins and a bronze broadsword. Lovely. So we now have a bronze broadsword, which is better than the crude one we have. I'll take that. Especially because it means we can give you the other broadsword. And, put that in here. Now, you want to get more strength, so we can finally not be encumbered anymore. And now we want to have... some more first aid and, I guess some cave lore, and you two need to be learning quicker. I always believe that the earlier you get a skill, or the earlier you get an experience boost, the the more it benefits you. Okay, no more jobs. The final job in here, oh actually there are two. We also need to get picks and shovels. Also, I think there was a... Yes, we're still completely unknown. Some things only happen once you get more known and, well, more positively known, essentially. I mean, you can become quite famous, and I know that some, for example, some guards will react differently to you. Or some people will even, like, waive fees and tolls for you if you are known as the awesome heroes that you are. Oh, I didn't sell anything, which... oh shit. There's some cave worms. Why are you still encumbered? Oh, because we keep giving you heavier stuff. Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. We're fighting a losing battle here. I probably want to get my spell going, because we will recover some energy after this. I should have done that back in Silver. I freely admit that. Okay, just kill that. Lovely. Some free experience. Okay, there is no checkpoint here, apparently. Let's go to see what Formello has to offer us. I think this is Formello. You enter a large cavern, completely settled by the Avernites. Most free, flat space has been taken up by well-tended mushroom fields and rambling stone farmhouses. Guards patrol the area, keeping the nearby hordes of hostile humanoids at bay. In the center of the cavern you see a large city bustling with activity. This is clearly a vibrant, productive area. Far more so than you ever expected to see when you were sent to Avernum. It is indeed quite a big area. There's a lot to do in Formello. You enter the proud city of Formello, a trading hub of all of northeastern Avernum. Even the constant warfare with the Nephilim can't entirely dim the buzz of activity going on all around you. You take a moment to listen to the haggling of the merchants and smell the giant lizards. For a moment you can almost pretend that you're in one of the cities on the surface, except for the fact that everyone is deathly pale and always afraid. So, yeah. Kind of bleak, really. Formello has a park of sorts with another statue. Let's talk to that statue. This is a statue of a tall, armored woman. Looking closely, you can see that she is making a slight swaying motion. Say, you look interesting. What do you do? I talk to those that I'm supposed to talk to, then it's silent. Okay, apparently we're not yet important enough to be talked to by the statues. There is a large natural underground spring here, pouring out of a huge crack in the rock surface. This spring is the lifeblood of this town and the surrounding area. Iron bars have been placed blocking off the spring so that nobody can tinker with the source. That's probably a smart move. There's the city hall. I kind of want to explore the rest of the city first. There's Vermeer. You encounter Formello's training hall, where several adventurers and soldiers are exercising and practicing their skills. Occasionally one has to dodge an errant flame bolt or arrow shot by another. When you enter, one of them nods to you in greeting. They instantly recognize a fellow spirit. Okay, Oi. Vermeer says, I impart knowledge to the worthy. Do you feel yourself so? What's with the clothes? He chuckles in his supposedly sinister way. I train all those who come to me. For a price. How does one prove worth? Well, money's the best way, giving it to me, I mean. Okay, I want to learn. So we can learn Blade Master and Cave Lore, and as all teachers are, he is very expensive. Is there anything other useful to say? No. Okay. Oh yeah, you see skills are expensive, and in most cases it's worth it. Okay, the mage sitting at the desk is surprisingly fit. He is young, just shy of middle age, and very tall. He has a trimmed black beard. I'm Sage Miles. Welcome, he says, to the great library of Formello. No withdrawals, no open flames. Spells can be purchased from me, and please... He looks at your dirty gear with great unease. Wash your hands before fingering the books. May I ask what you do? Well, I run this library. Third best in the pit. The only superior libraries are Patrick's Tower and the Tower of Magi, far to the south. Mages come here to do research and compare notes. Oh, and occasionally purchase a spell. Buy a spell? You mean you'll teach us spells? Is that legal? No, definitely not. The teaching of magic, though, is not specifically permitted by the Empire, is extremely forbidden. On the surface, this law is strictly enforced. Fortunately, they don't know what we're up to down here. So tell me about this library. His face burns. Isn't it glorious? Over the years, many books have been smuggled down to Avernum. Magical tomes, fiction, instructional treatises. As you see, many of them have been gathered here. Magical tomes, you say? Indeed. A few of those are here, sadly. Most are requisitioned by the Tower of Magi. Lovely. I would like to purchase a spell. Okay, so now we can get some spells and stuff. Those are magic spells. And we can, for example, improve Carl Beast for the third time here. So we want to do that. I also want to improve my Cloak of Curses. Now, all of those spells are definitely useful, so we want all of them. However, we have a lot of stuff to sell, so let's go find a merchant. Oh, we were told to be going here as well. There's a Mother Claudette. You see an old woman in white robes. She wears a small gold anchor around her neck and radiates peace and calm. Welcome, my child, she says. Welcome to the Temple of the Speakers of Holy Chants. I am Mother Claudette. I provide a place of peace, refuge, and acceptance. And knowledge, if desired. What aid can you provide to a wandering adventurer? Alas, I'm very busy. I can provide knowledge if you are in need for a small donation. But other than that, running a church such as this is much work. We have met someone named Caius. He told us to mention his name to you. Ah yes, Caius was a wise acolyte and a good friend. Thank you for passing on his regards. I am glad to hear he is well. What has been happening in Formello as of late? Ah, I have knowledge that might aid you. The mayor has been furious, almost insanely so, ever since Nephilim's spies stole her necklace. Not an ordinary piece of jewelry, but an enchanted symbol of leadership. Since she lost it, she thinks of nothing but getting it back. In fact, if you ask about it, you would get a job if you want one. Tell me about your temple. We are the Speakers of Holy Chants. We are the faith of miners and warriors and adventurers and explorers of Avernum. All who depend on the proper turn of fortune to survive and thrive. All who know that, despite our best efforts, all can be lost. So you pray to chance. She laughs. Pray? Of course not. Chance does not care what we say or what we hope for. We come to the temple simply to learn to accept all that is out of our control. Why is that such a good faith for Avernum? Because our lives depend on fortune now. One ill turn and we will all fade. Lost to starvation or Slith Zerika invasion, we must learn to accept our precarious fates. It's kind of wise, really. Can you help us learn more priest spells? Oh, you're wandering healers, wanderers of the faith, she sighs. I have been so busy around the church helping the mayor and curing what wounds I can. It would be wonderful if others had the skill to help in the struggle. If you want, you could buy some spells for a modest donation. Is there anything you can't cure? There are some curses so powerful I can't affect them. A dread curse is a powerful thing, vicious and hard to break. Though I have heard there are those in the Tower of Magi far to the south who can remove such a curse. What would you be doing right now if it were not for the wars and evil and such? I would be doing research, not magic, on the history of priests of Avernum. It fascinates me. I wish that I could continue looking for information on the priests down here. Perhaps I could help you. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? That would be wonderful. Before the war with the Nephilim started, I was going to go north and speak with the dragon Motrax. I had heard that he had a scroll describing one of the first priests here. Go there and recover it. I would be appreciative. Okay, I would like to learn. So we could improve minor heal, which does seem like a great idea. Now she's expensive, and I would like to have another summon spell because those don't cancel each other out. So we can summon two creatures. I'm not sure if we had two priests, if they could both summon a shade each, or if those would then cancel each other out. But we want to... yeah, we'll be on a shopping spree later on. We got a new quest though, which is lovely. Just means fine arms. Let's go in here. A woman with greying hair lounges behind the counter, polishing some of her merchandise. Armor and weapons surround her. There's a crude painting of a man in armor on the wall behind her. At least that's what you think it is. Where's the man in the painting? Ah, poor soul. His name is Menric. We were sent into Avernum together. We're just too noisy for those twits up there. We helped build this town. Then he died in the Nephilim raid. She pauses to wipe away a tear and take a long look at the painting. I can't spend all my time hating or lusting for revenge, so I took over the store, and here I am. Why were you sent to Avernum? A simple talk. Words the Empire didn't like. That's all it takes sometimes. Okay, what do you sell here? I sell fine armor and fine weapons. Also, I need some blades and other supplies. If you have anything you're looking to unload, we do actually. We want to sell all in the junk bag, which gave us about 100 coins. Lovely. We want to hold on to this stuff. We also want to keep all the scrolls around, but we don't need this spear. We don't need those javelins, which nobody wants to buy either. We want to sell those. We want to sell all those crystals, because they literally are only good for selling. We'll keep the wand, just in case. But we'll sell all of this stuff. And the alchemical equipment. Okay, so now we have... now we have this. Oh, there's a job board here. Okay, an ogre has been sighted in the tunnels, northwest. Those large brutal humanoids cannot be allowed to gain a foothold in our lands. Even one can attract others. Track the creature down and drive it away. The victor will receive a bounty from Major Evelyn. Well, you had me at bounty. A leather satchel hangs from the corner of the job board. An unpleasant, meaty smell comes from it. An address labeled simply pinned to the front reads simply Motrax. Lovely. Okay. There's a rat nest. Rats have been sighted in towns beneath Formello. They have been spreading their filth and disease, nibbling at our limited supplies. Worse, they have shown interest in sneaking into the Great Library and chewing up the precious tomes. The nest is hidden somewhere in the city. Sage Miles will pay a bounty to whoever can eradicate the beast. We do want all the bounties, because you've seen how much money we're going to need. So, yeah. And there is an ancient crypt in the tunnels north of Formello. Those who enter it are sealed in, never to leave. Those whose chance leads to this nefarious necropolis are never heard from again. We must submit the chance, but we can act to improve our odds. Any who enter the crypt and learn how to escape can receive a reward for this knowledge from Mother Claudette. She will use information to ensure that fewer pilgrims are ensnared. Okay, so we need all the bounties. And now we're going to, because I don't think Mother Claudette will make things any cheaper for us, even if we do her quest. I would like to learn. And the Mycroft would like to learn... I'm not sure if we would actually teach them to him. Either way, yes, it would be that. I want to learn, first and foremost. We want to learn Call Storm, because that gives us a area of effect. I would also like Summon Shade. We'll take this first. Oh, so much money down the drain. So much money down the drain. Okay, Jen and Ken's livestock. Oh, here. You see a rugged man with a short beard and long blonde hair. He wears heavy leather clothes, and his arms and legs bear a surprising variety of scars. I'm Ken, he says, while holding a lizard down with a boot on its throat. Watch out for those monsters. Where'd you get all those scars? Oh, these. I take care of the lizards, feed them, look after them, try not to get eaten by them. Chuckles evilly. And butcher them. They don't seem to care for that. Why do you use lizards for meat? Well, there's not too much in the way of livestock down here. The above ground is set to some cattle, which are good for milk, but the mushrooms turn the meat rancid. So we raise giant lizards. At least they aren't dragons. He looks down and notices the giant lizard is chewing on his leg. He kicks it off. You want to raise dragons? Dragons not that good eating. Problem is, try to butcher them and they blow you up. Plus, there's only 5 of them. Or at least 5 we've heard of. He stops talking in order to try to keep a lizard from killing him. 5 dragons, where'd you hear that? That's what someone told me after visiting Motrax. Motrax is an ancient dragon who lives in the caves to the north. If you talk to him, he might tell you more. I've never been up there, though. There's enough lizards down here for me. Oh, sorry, excuse me. The lizards have banded together, trying to swarm him all at once. He grabs a cavewood staff and strides into them, shouting and delivering blows as he goes. Again, lovely writing. And you could show that in a video sequence, but it would mean you'd have to actually make that. And while I've never made videos myself, but I've never made like 3D animated videos myself. I tend to believe it takes an inordinate amount of time to make that. Okay, there's a trapdoor, we can use that. Is there anything here that we want to, or anyone here we want to talk to? Not really. Take the exit again. Okay, the Dark Pinnacle sounds like a tavern. There is Golizar. A man sits at a table hunched over a bowl of some sort of purple beverage. He mutters to himself quietly. One moment. Need to drink something as well. What brings him to Golizar the Sage? What indeed? You say you're a sage. I'm sort of a sage, but now I need a vacation. A long vacation. He drinks more of his purple syrup. A sage? How interesting. What were you studying? I was researching with Leith. We were asking Motrax about a magic sphere. He may have found something out, beats me. I was too busy being driven insane. He takes a deep swig from his bowl, realizes it's empty, and gets refilled with some more purple fluid. Magic sphere? Tell me more about that. It was called the Herb of Thralny. It could do remarkable things. Yes, amazing. Not so people said. Leith is at the cave of Motrax to the north. Ask him about it. If, of course, he's not already mad. So you're insane, huh? He rounds on you, a manic glow in his eyes. Yes, it was the spiders that made me like this, not those spellcasting ones. Sure, they almost killed me, but they weren't the worst. No. It was the friendly ones. Friendly ones? He seems to be becoming agitated. You back away. Okay, Gad. A wiry man in black clothes is busy wiping down the counter. It's hard to see his face through his long black hair. Welcome to the Dark Pinnacle, he says. I'm Gad. What can I do for you? I'm an adventurer. Heard of any missions around here we could do? Well, no. Wait, yes. I've been wanting to get my hands on some sugar. Some real, honest, surface world sugar. I think some gets sent down here through the portal sometimes. Bring me some and I'll pay you very well. Where could we possibly find sugar? Look in the storms of Fort Avernum. The special things get sent down there through the portal are often stored there. Before distribution to, well, the needy or whoever. Or the powerful and well-connected. The storerooms are locked, of course, but ingenious adventurers such as yourselves should be able to get in. Wouldn't that be stealing? Of course it's stealing. You could try to find the sugar someplace else, but the stuff is very rare. Yeah, that's all for now. We can find sugar in various places indeed. And yes, it is rare, but he will pay, I think, 200 for each bag, which is very generous. Okay, we don't need room. We do, however, want to cast the Cloak of Curses again. Okay, we've been up there. We've been here. We've been there. We haven't been in there. Ken is still busy with that. Okay, you see a small woman with dark, long hair. She smiles sweetly at you. Welcome to my shop. I am Jen. We sell rations of all sorts to wandering adventurers. We manage despite the shortages. There's a shortage of food. Avernum is a hungry land. Mushrooms, lizards, and fish keep us alive, but these caves were not meant to support much life. We could do better if we weren't constantly at war with the Nephilim. Is there anything I can do to help? In fact, yes, we have a great need for high-quality mushroom meal. I hear they have a lot of it in the Great Cave. Bring it here and I'll give you a good price for it. Okay. That's good. I don't need anything else. And now if... yeah, I have a bunch of good mushroom meal here. Would you like to buy it? She inspects the meal. Yes, this is still in decent condition. No mold. At least no mold that shouldn't be there. I'll give you 15 coins per bag. Is that acceptable? Yes, it is. Okay, so there we go. Bernie! There's a portly man with short grey hair sitting behind a counter. When you enter, he's writing haphazard notes on a sheet of vellum. Your appearance in his shop has left him ecstatic. Welcome, welcome, I'm Bernie, the scribe of some wisdom and repute. A seller of papers and invigorating potions. What are you doing? Just doing some inventory. I have all manner of potions and like, which you may purchase. Also, if you would like to, you can hear the chart. It's about the meaning of life. Tell me about the chart. He pulls up a sheet of paper and starts talking and writing. He describes and draws his life above, how he was thrown into Avernum, and what he has learned since he arrived, throwing in many opinions on life in general on the side. It is very interesting. It also makes no sense whatsoever. How did you wind up in Avernum? He said with pride, I think I just said more truth than they were ready for up there. Okay, what scrolls do you have? Ooh, those are expensive. We do want another one of those, but we can't afford 800 coins for that. There's no way we're going to shell out that much. Let's check if there is... actually, can we look at this scroll? Okay, there's a stack of scrolls on the altar, neatly arranged on a rack. The scrolls are made of vellum. They must have been smuggled down from the surface. Okay, they are magically protected, so we are not allowed to read them just yet. We may eventually be allowed to do that. Okay, there's an apprentice here. What are you up to? Okay, he needs to clean the library, that's fine. There is not much more left to inspect here, but the city hall. I don't think down here is anything interesting. Now, they weren't joking about spellcasting spiders, by the way. These pens are used to store the merchants' lizards of burden. Their caravans are pulled by giant declawed or defanged reptiles. They're dumber than horses and nastier. And slower, but Avernum has lots of lizards and no horses, so they make do. Avernite ingenuity. There's nothing like it. There is nothing like it indeed. I kinda wish I could get my own lizard here, but we can't. It's a real shame. Okay, let's go see the mayor. Also, how long are we online? Okay, we are at almost 1 3/4 hours, so almost 2 hours. Okay, let's talk to the mayor. A fidgety woman in a lovely blue dress sits in this gild's cavewood throne. She flips rapidly through the papers on the table next to her. She wears a sash of office made of silk. The cloth must have been brought down from the surface. The moment she sees you, she jumps to her feet. A traveling adventurer, yes? Recently arrived from the surface. With effort, she calms herself and sits back down. I'm Mayor Evelyn of Formello. I have sent out word to the lands that I am in the business of hiring adventurers. I'm glad that you have responded. Okay, how may I be of assistance to you? A month ago, my gold necklace was stolen by the Nephilim. That may not sound like the cause of great concern, but it was actually a powerful enchanted item. I believe it has been taken to their fort in the west. It's a huge fort, and the necklace might be anywhere within. If you can get my necklace and bring it back, I will reward you very well. Why is it so valuable? It is no mere trinket. Each mayor of Avernum has one. They enable us to quickly receive messages from the castle. Carrying messages by hand through the underworld is intolerably slow. How did it get stolen? A Nephil assassin somehow slipped into the city. We're still unsure how. He broke into my chambers, thinking I was asleep. I was not. I ran and shouted an alarm. His plan foiled, he fled, but not before he took the necklace. She thinks, of course, he may not have wanted to kill me, he may have wanted the charm all along. How will you reward me then? If you return my necklace, I will give you the greatest honor in my power to give. I will give you a crown token. That token will allow you to walk in Avernum's halls of power. I'll do what I can. Okay, so she wants a necklace back, and we can get the crown token, which would allow us to enter the castle if memory serves. So that's kinda useful. Now let's do some questing in Formello. We do have this task of dealing with the rat nest, and we need the money. And since we don't have to travel that far, we will go down this trapdoor here and hope that's what leads us to the rats. Is there anything else here? I would, of course, also not... Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, we found the rat nest. Yikes. Okay, could you melee that? No, you couldn't. Well, you could have, but you didn't want to, clearly. Good thing we had a pokey stick. Ooh, free stuff. Nice, some coins. Definitely want that. Ooh, another... You enter a concealed chamber under the city of Formello. A rank reptilian smell hangs heavy in the air. You also hear deep breathing. It comes from the entrance to the pen to the north. Whoever is down here, they are determined to preserve their privacy. Ooh. I probably want to save here. Yes. That's one of those magic barriers. You can break those with a scroll or with that spell. Yikes. Okay, I don't think we're ready to handle this yet. We're going to load that. And we'll get back here later. And just to be safe, we also... Okay, I was actually wanting to close that again. But what can you do? Ooh, there's another rat. It's a vapor rat. Those are the ones that breathe like acid or poison at you. So we really don't want that to be anywhere near us. And we want to try and kill it with fire. Well, the emphasis there is on try, because we clearly didn't manage it as well. There's the cleaving, lovely. Okay, you can't reach a target, maybe use a bow then. Lovely, that's that sorted out. Okay, no cleaving there, sadly. That worked out. And can you hit that? You could have. Okay, one, two, and this. Or this. There we go. That's the kill. I'm not sure how many rats there are to kill for us. So, do you have... You don't have gloves yet. Okay, let's explore the rest of those tunnels. Mainly because we also want to try and get those final remaining shovels and pickaxes we need. Okay, portal pylon. Okay, you rest your hand on this stone obelisk. A shock of energy runs up your arm. A flickering orb of power appears in the top, slowly rotating. Now those are instant traveling devices, which we cannot use just yet. Okay, we'll not steal that. We could, but we won't. But this should have sorted out the... this should have sorted out the bounty we had. I believe you can actually do this before you you take the job from the job board. Okay, now where is Miles? The Great Library. There we go. So we should be able to get the reward from here. You report your victory over the rats to Miles. He is understandably very pleased. Ah, how many books have you saved this day? Oh, and food. Of course, food. As a reward, he gives you a pouch of coins and a pair of scrolls. Very nice. We got a acid shower and a return life scroll. Very useful, especially the latter one. The acid shower we can take. It's not a bad scroll to have, but it's not the most amazingly useful thing. Okay, these are the barracks of the soldiers of Avernum. Soldiers tend to be envious and resentful of adventurers. The reception when you enter is chilly. Conversations die out. They seem to wish you would leave. Do they have a captain? I like how the game rewards you for every door you open. Oh, because you picked the lock, okay. Alrighty. I was hoping we could get like a captain of the guard to speak with. Okay, let's not steal anything here. Ooh, that's a thing. Okay, that's a magical trap. I'm not sure if we have to click that or if it will kill us, so... okay, your tool use isn't high enough. Try again. No, we don't want to proceed anyway. We'll keep that in mind, but we're not going to proceed in here. Okay, that's the tunnel. I suppose that leads to Thantryar's domain. Yes. Okay, we'll not attack, or we'll not approach Thantryar. I totally forgot what was there, mind you. Okay. But we have things to do. We need to go to Motrax. We have a few quests going there. We can also try to track down that ogre, which seems like a very easy task. So let's do that. And of course we can go and try and fight that Nephilim fortress, which is somewhere over there. And in fact, we might take the boat. As you can see, we could go from Silvar to Kotra, which is another city we can go to. And then go all the way around, and I think we can actually pass Fort Dranlin. No, we can't. We would have to buy a boat here. I think can be done in Fort Draco. Like, this is a separate body of water, so there's no way to get our boat from here to there. I think this, for example, this fortress here is very well guarded from the front, and you can actually access the back side of it. But for now, let's go to see the invading ogre. What's the worst that could happen, right? Ooh, a campfire. Okay. You find signs that a small group of creatures camped here nearby, or camped here recently. Also, hello, Both. Yeah, probably. I haven't played the other Avernum games, but I think they're well. I think this one is well made. Your sharp eyes detect bits of loose fur among the nearby gravel. Whoever camped here, they weren't human. Okay, no loot or anything. Are we on the right way to that ogre? We might be. Actually, no. Let's take this tunnel here. And some bats. You walk below a nest of huge carnivorous bats. They descend upon you, squeaking and baring their long fangs. They are also breathing fire. Why are we fighting bats breathing fire? Also, that's not good. They're very sturdy bats breathing fire. I have attempted to try this out. If we cast this spell here. Okay, well, the bat did take some damage from it. I don't think the lava bat will care too much about a fireball. I haven't played Exile 3, and yeah, this doesn't look good for us. It really doesn't look good for us, so maybe we'll have to find another tunnel to go through. Okay, let's see if we cast a spell this way. Oh yeah, we can't handle those bats just yet. Like, the normal bats we can easily take on, but those lava bats are a bit beyond our level. Yeah, no. That's not going to happen. We'll load this here. And I think I'll go with the autosave, which is literally 1 minute after the other one. Okay, yeah. I think they could have actually done more with the food mechanics here. Well, early on, food will definitely heal you quite a lot. Okay, there's a bunch of lizards. But then again, I don't think this would have done well as a kind of survival game. Well, it would have been annoying, but later on, food really doesn't help you. No. Damn it. Let's not bother with that. I am so sorry. I should not talk while Ah, okay. I see. How would I pronounce your name? I go with Bout, but I'm really not sure about this. And I think we'll want to grind up some levels elsewhere. There's a hut over here. There is a crumbling farmhouse in the corner of this small cavern. Refuse and gnawed bones litter the ground around it. When you get close, a young ogre walks out to greet you. He snods at you. This is my cave. Me. You go now. I no go away. I think we'll have to drive him away. Ow! He hits like a truck. I think you want to attack the lizards. You want to heal. Okay, both. Okay, I think I can handle this. And the mage will need to Can we daze the ogre? And a bunch of lizards. When you say silly spells, what kind of silly spells did they have? Do we have any? Yes. Why would you move there? That was not quite intended. Luckily, they did miss their turn. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, we'll hit the ogre. Okay, and I think we'll hit that lizard as well. Okay, I can see why stacking Bless on fighters would be incredibly useful. Kill this. Well, that's not silly. Anti-magic clouds would seem like they would be the go-to spell if you were fighting a mage. Let's switch to this. And attack. Okay. We'll probably stay away from the ogre. And hit it as hard as possible. Or just hit it. Oh, totally didn't notice that stupid lizard there. Ow. Okay, let's hit the ogre. Heal up. And try and take out that lizard. Lovely. Not so lovely. Oh wow, okay, that sounds like a lot of very, very strange spells. If I shield breaker you... Okay, I was hoping he would be ensnared or stunned or anything. But he wouldn't be. Ooh, now those all sound very nice. Yeah, I half wish we could have those or such spells. On the other hand, that would mean the enemy would have those as well. Okay, and as long as the ogre doesn't crit, I think we're good to go. And hit, and hit. Let's just splurge on the magicka here, or spell energy. Why does every game have to call it the different way? Okay, priest A1. No, come on now. I'm not going to risk losing the first soldier again. Let's try and avoid that. There we go. Did he drop anything useful? No. We can end the combat. The ogre and its pets lie fallen before you. The creature was small, but it would have become much larger. Then it would have caused all sorts of trouble. The borders of Formelo are now secure. In In the ruins of the house, you find a scattering of stolen goods. There are some coins and a rusty halberd. Lovely. Now, the halberd is actually a very good weapon, in my opinion, because it does a fair bit of damage, and you get the 20% cleave chance. I have played Planet Base indeed, yes. Is it any good? I think it's a bit bare on content, and a bit random at times. Like, you can have random events that totally wreck your colony, but then again, I think that's also kind of the charm, to get a colony that isn't too affected by it. But I think they could have gone a bit more into detail, and at some cases, the trading and everything seems a bit unbalanced to me. But that's just me. I could be wrong there. Okay, let's give the halberd to you. Iron spear would be better, yes. And this goes to the junk bag. Oh, we'll keep those. So yeah, Planet Base. I've had a good time with it, but I would, for example... Oh, damn it. Stupid bats. Okay, so back on topic. Ooh, we have this. Haha, nice. Yeah, you can go into my Let's Play of it. The thing is, it doesn't really feel like the other levels are going to be worth that much of a or as a challenge, because they all seem to play very similar. You just have to go deeper into like wind energy and not much into solar energy or all that. There's not much difference, and I'm not sure if that's the kind of thing I would play a different like level of. But that's just me. Yeah, it's different. Kerbal Space Program is a great thing. I've played it, but I've never let's played it, and I'm not good at it, mind you. Especially if you take a hiatus from it and you get back to it a year later, and it's weird. But yeah, Planet Base is it doesn't have anything to do with that really, except both are about space and trying not to get blown up there. But yeah, Planet Base is a pure base building game, which there are quite a few, and I would say it's an average game. If that's your cup of tea, then by all means have a go. It's not bad, but I think it's just a bit too threadbare to wholeheartedly recommend it. Let's try and daze those bats. Ooh, a crit. Lovely. We want to call the storm on the bats. That worked out reasonably well. Let's call a beast. I'm not sure a cave slime is the sort of epic beast I was going for here. But I guess you can't win them all. Could you try not missing the stupid bats? Wrong spell category. Now this should deal with them. Yes, lovely. Now we don't have the Icy Rain spell, which would be very useful here, because as I said, I don't believe the bats would care too deeply about my fireballs, or firebolts in this case. Okay, another bat down. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. But at least we do have a bit of health left. I think we can win this. It's not going to be easy. How did it taste itself? Okay, we need you to call the storm again. Why wouldn't it take damage? Okay, we're kinda hosed. Let's try to keep him dazed. Oh, sorry, yes, I probably do want to cut to set the microphone. I did a quick test recording and it seemed to be alright, but yeah, let me just... can I tab out here? Yes, I can. I don't mind scrolling. Okay, this is fairly high. Let's get back in here. We are holding on. We are holding on just barely, though. Okay, that's clearly not working out as intended. Ooh, so close. Do I have another of those radiate ice crows? No, but I have this. Let's use this. Perfect. And attack this bat. We also have this, which you could have used earlier. And we probably want to smite this bat. I'll see what I can do about the microphone settings. It used to work okay-ish. It's always difficult when you get into a new game. Ooh, we have this. I'm not sure what the Curse of Cavernous does, but oh, it's poisoning. Did I want to give it those buffs? I don't think that was intentional. Okay, thank you for joining the Discord. There's not too much going on there, but you can always start the discussion. I'll be happy to do that. I'll also probably try to wrap up the stream very soon. Do we have any... Okay, hit it. Lovely. Okay, that bat went down. That's definitely good for us. Okay, could you... Why would you miss your spell all the time? Oh, that's not good. That is so not good. I probably want to move you over here. And then... Why would you do that to me? Okay, we need another creature. Could you bloody kill that bat? Oh, not good. Not good. The priest just went down. The priest just went down. At least we got those bats. Okay, we definitely have to go to Formello now. Let's run back to Formello, where luckily people can fix up the wounded. Okay, that was a bit too close for comfort. But that should remind us that even seemingly trivial battles can kill you, especially if they are with fire-breathing bats. Because fire-breathing bats. Alright, hello DJ Moo. I guess I could shout out your friend, but I really don't know him, so I'd be rather careful about that. Um, sorry. Also, we have, we have hit the 2-hour mark, and I do have stuff to do for today. So, thank you for watching. So, why is that? What a nice touch. They actually dropped to a piece of papyrus here. To papyri would be the proper word there. Either way, I'll see you all next time. And yeah, I'll try to work on my mic settings, as was asked for. And yeah, I'm not sure when the next stream will be. Probably around next weekend, as I don't have too much time during the week, as mentioned in the last stream. However, I will have the week after that off, so there might be some streams on there. Who knows? Maybe I'll even do other games as well, but for now I think this is a fine companion to spend the time, and again, a game about being stuck in a cave far off civilization is weirdly apt for 2020. So, way to date the stream. Anyway, thank you for watching again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!